screaming. Yeah, I'm the shit, bitch, 100% feces. Calling the police is the only way you keep me. Rapping for the streets, baby, cause the streets need me. Never turn my back, baby, cause the streets feed me. Been holding it down in the streets since I was a BG. Stunned ass niggas out here can't see me. I speak my mind like the late great Pimp C. I got to get the dough for show flow like Bun B. I'm good with the chopper like a terrorist from overseas. Hood triple folk, southeast side of the triple D. Greedy Grove, nigga, and take a ride with me. But don't get in this car if you ain't down to die with me. I surround myself with real, to stay away from fakes, cause these boys be snitching on first 48. You can't be a real nigga with hoe ass traits. Nigga, pressure.
How much pressure can you pressure bust pipes? Nigga, how much pressure can you take? Jordan King, what's happening, man? Bro, I was sitting up. I keep on watching all this little shit about Tupac and Keefe D, bro. And I just had to ask myself, I'm watching this dude basically motherfucking me self-destruct in front of the camera. First, I was like, damn, is it the interviews that's getting him caught up? Like, I know, like, he a gangster. You hear me? He a real Sharonda. What's happening? Sky Alex, what's happening? Like, we know Keefe D is a real gangster, bro. So I just keep saying to myself, like, what made this dude just say, you know what? This is what I'm finna do. I'm gonna go ahead and tell everybody what happened with Tupac, because we clearly see that they was lost like a mother, bro. They didn't have no true clues or true leads to charge nobody or nothing. Like, everybody keep on saying about the proffer agreement he got. I don't think a lot of people realize, shit, he got the proffer agreement for Puffy and Biggie. Now, for that case, he didn't get the proffer agreement for Tupac case. So he knew it was a chance he could go to jail. Like, it was eating him up. You think, Sharonda, you probably right. I'm like, what the fuck made him tell and go say something? I think he thought, watch this, Sharonda. I think he thought by blaming it on Baby Lane, because Baby Lane was dead. I think he thought that was a good way to get himself up out of it. You know what I'm saying? He felt like, damn, if I blame it, if I lie and put it on the dead, I'm good. That way I ain't got to worry about the case coming back to hunt me one day. But I think he got to talking too much and he started adding too much. You can't put yourself, how in the fuck you gonna say the Zip dude gave you the gun and for you to go kill dude? Like, what the fuck make a nigga say that? It ain't no statute of limitations on murder. You ain't have to be the one that shot if you accept the gun. Sharon, you say Puffy going down too. I seen that he wrote that shit in the book, man. That shit confused the hell out of me. I'm like, what made this dude? It wasn't making no sense to me. I'm like, then I'm gonna tell y'all, this is what I came up with to myself from sitting back watching Keefe D. I did a reaction video to it. I'm gonna play that in a few minutes, but watch this. Yeah, he let them interview jam him up, Sky, but watch this too, Sky. His fucking book, the book he wrote, all of this stuff is inside his book. So when the people interviewing him, they going off of what he said in his book. They got the book online. You can pull a book up online. It's in a PDF file. You can get the book online. All of the shit that he didn't need to say, he put it in the book. I guess he was seeing how other people be selling books and shit, but bro, you don't write no book about no crime that you did. You asking for trouble. You asking for trouble. Like, then what killed me about it, he tried to put it on Baby Lane, right? And y'all got to remember, he said, Sharonda, when he put it on Baby Lane, he said, if they would have been sitting on my side, I probably would have did the shooting. So how about the police go back and ask where everybody was sitting at, and he trying to say him and Baby Lane was sitting on the same side. That fucked me up. Like, bro, you and Baby Lane was sitting on the same side. You was in the front, he was in the back. So I don't think I don't think these dudes be thinking, they be thinking, well, the people can't find out. I'm the only one that know. Man, he fried the shit out of himself. But I'm trying to see, like, what would be his motive? Because he knew he was taking a risk on going to jail for the shit. And watch this. This is, I got two different theories. Watch this. My first theory is he's mad at old boy Zip, the dude who told him that Puffy was gonna pay $1 million. He claiming that he said the feds told him that Zip kept the money. So Keefe D really was believing it was a hit out on Puffy head, or a hit out on Tupac head, or either Suge. And he really was believing that the fucking call came from Puffy, but he was talking to the Zip nigga all the time. Go to sleep, funny looking ass nigga. Yeah, he was talking to the Zip nigga all the time. So I'm like, how he know Van Zip was even telling the truth? Because I don't believe Puffy ever gave Zip no $1 million, but Keefe D, Zip and told this man, hey man, Puffy gonna pay $1 million to get Tupac killed, right? Am I right or wrong, Sharonda? Watch this. Say Scott talking in the background. Oh, around the blind. He just on the one that's, yeah, because everybody else dead. But watch this. He fucked himself when he said Zip gave him the gun and said, it's time to go get the money. Nigga, you steady putting it on Puffy. Puffy probably ain't told this man nothing. This man probably wanted Tupac dead, or he wanted Suge dead. Because they, watch this. I know y'all do know they say when he got the gun from him, Foxy Brown was in the car with the nigga. I should have put the thing in the chat, man. Look, Foxy Brown was in the car with the nigga when he got the what you call him. Foxy Brown was riding with Zip when Keefe D got the gun from him. I'm like, damn, I didn't know Foxy Brown was in the car. See, I didn't know that shit for a long time. I said, damn, this shit getting interesting around this motherfucker, man. Watch this. Not only was Foxy Brown riding in the car with the dude, after they went and killed Tupac, the same nigga he got the gun from, he was kicking it with him. So this is what Keefe D is mad about. Keefe D is mad because he feel like, hey, man, he tried to make it seem like they was just killing Suge or Tupac because he heard there was some money on the head, but he forgetting the fight that they keep showing y'all with Baby Lane and all that shit, man. That was not the first altercation. I was in Vegas that night, for fight night, a Tyson fight. That wasn't the first altercation. The first altercation happened at the mall, man. It was that's where the necklace come from. That's why when Pac and them ran into the dude with the Baby Lane them. I don't know if Baby Lane had the necklace on or what, but that's what made Pac and them do that shit when really, like they say, that wasn't none of Pac business, nigga. That was shit, that was gang business, nigga. You wasn't no gang member, so you shouldn't have never got in that shit. But that was the first incident at the fucking mall with damn, homie name was Vic. He was one of he was getting into it with some of the guys, some of Suge and them guys at the fucking mall. But he was Southside with Keefe D and them. And a bunch of Southside niggas happened to just walk in the mall when they was trying to click on the Vic nigga, and they ended up, Vic knocked one of them niggas out and he snatched the necklace off of him. So when Pac and all them niggas heard about the Death Row chain being taken, that's when they ran into each other at the MGM. So it was already going down, man. That's why I'm tripping off people. Everybody keeps starting at the Tupac fight like the shit just happened about then. No, after the fight, that's when the Von Zip nigga give Keefe D the gun saying, hey, man, it's time to go get that money. He put that shit in Keefe D head. Now Keefe D, so y'all got to remember, when Keefe D got out of jail, Keefe D didn't get out of jail for the Tupac case. Keefe D got out of jail because he was telling them that Puffy was supposed to have been paying him $1 million. He got the gun from the Zip nigga, but Zip is dead now. So Keefe D said this shit himself. Him and the feds went to New York That nigga was taking gallons of that motherfucking meat, juicy juice out there to New York, trying to sell that shit, really trying to get them niggas caught up because he was mad because he didn't get his $1 million, man. You can't trust nobody like that, bro. Watch this, Sharonda. You might not believe this, Sharonda, but watch this with Reggie and them. One of my homies from Dallas that he real tight with Reggie. I talked to him the other day. He was on death row, the realest. And I was telling him, I had forgot this, Sharonda. Nigga, I forgot that I had met Whack 100 before. I forgot. See, Reggie didn't come to the studio that day, the night I was telling y'all when Draws had got killed. Big U, little brother, Draws, and he got killed at the studio. And Echo Heights, we was out there recording. But the shit was weird to me. I ain't gonna even lie to y'all. My partner and them kept asking them a lot of Tupac questions and shit. I never felt like they had no whole bunch of love for Tupac, man. It was kind of weird. And say they people came up with the Pac was going to the after party. Yeah, that's what the nigga said. He said they went to 662 first and they was waiting. He said he went to 662 and they was waiting on Pac number. Pac number never did come. So they was finna go back to the carriage house, the little where they was staying at. But where they was staying at, the carriage house is damn near. It's almost connected to the MGM. You got the carriage house, then you got like the Polo Towers, in the little spot right there. Right after that, you got like where the Fat Burger, all that was on the strip. But the carriage house is like on the backside of the Polo Towers or the backside of the MGM. So they all of them were still staying kind of close to each other. But I feel like Keefe D got to talking in them interviews. Man, hold on. Let me share one of these motherfuckers I got. Watch this, Sharonda. Let me share one of this little. I'm gonna share my video I made right quick, man. I'm gonna share my little. Where's motherfucker at? It's like Keefe D wanted fame, man. Like he didn't like what Tupac and them was doing. He said they was wrong for trying to be seen, but to me, all of a sudden, homie, it's like you wanted to be seen all of a sudden. I listened to Keefe D talking about how the police fucking with him about the Tupac case. It made him lose his Colombian plug, how many bricks he was getting and all this. Like, I ain't gonna lie. At first, I was like, man, this dude is gonna talk too much. He's gonna get himself in trouble. Lo and behold, it looked like that's what Keefe D did. But check this out, man. Sharonda, my bad. Yeah, Echo Park. I say Echo Heights every time. Yeah, Echo Park. Yeah, we was out there at the studio. Yeah. The other cat, Actor Fool, got shot that night. My partner, the realist, he got shot that night too. That's the night when I met Keefe D and all them niggas, man. And these are some reputable niggas. The name I'm saying, the nigga know I ain't lying. Big C Styles was in there with us too. All us, we had went to jail together. When Keefe D got out of jail, he was telling them something about puffing them or something. It wasn't about the Tupac case. I'm gonna show y'all the exact moment where Keefe D fucked up, man, and what got Keefe D locked up.
All right, so how you feel about people that say Suge use Tupac as a shield?
Oh, he used it as a shield. This man shot in the fucking head. That's what we thought was dead.
Okay.
First bullet went straight in his head.
So Suge Knight reaction wasn't him trying to grab Tupac?
Nah, they lying.
Already.
That's why I say Greg Kane, Reggie, Knockout, all was they there? They wasn't there.
Yeah. So after the incident, what did y'all do? I went to the hotel.
Looking like Fred Flintstone.
Tell me about that.
Just started drinking and shit. Bottles, shit. That's all.
Nigga say after they killed Pac, they went and popped some bottles. That nigga say after we went and popped bottles. Man, imagine the DA playing that part right there in the courtroom. That nigga tripping. Man, y'all heard this dude, man. Like, I thought self-snitching was some young nigga shit.
And shit. Didn't nobody know but us four that was in the car.
Right.
Yeah.
So what happened with the gun? Where y'all stashed your gun at?
I left it on the tire on one of them cars in the parking lot.
What did y'all do with the white Cadillac?
Took it back to the rental car place.
Right.
How long did y'all stay in Vegas after the incident?
We left the next day.
Watch this, man. Watch this shit. Makes sense.
And you told Orlando not to tell nobody, right?
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
I said, on this type of shit, you can't be telling nobody shit. That's the only way you're going to stay free.
So how he going to tell them that then? That's the only way you're going to stay free. But all of a sudden, it's like he knew the rules. He knew what was going on. He ain't no square nigga. That's why I'm confused. Like, what motivated you to go ahead and say something? You done coached everybody. Nigga, you big uncle. Everybody listening to you. You big OG. You know what I'm saying? You a player, nigga. You play a crib, nigga. Everybody listening to you.
Yeah, you told Orlando and everybody else that was in the court that.
Yeah.
What you just
Look
said?
at his eyes. He knows.
Okay.
Has tripping.
So help me out,
New
y'all.
York
Puffy and Biggie did that. What made Keefe D go back on his own words, his own law, and say everything that we just heard him say? Already, like, what made him? Is it because everybody was dead and he felt like he could put it on Orlando? Nigga, you still put yourself in the car. You already told a story about you know Van Zip, and you went out there. The feds had you flying out there with you that Puffy never told you he had on. This is wild. This is wild shit. This man.
Von Zip is the one that provided y'all with the gun, right?
I don't know nothing about that. I don't know.
See, this confused me when he asked this nigga that Von Zip provide him with the gun. How are you gonna play Sky? How he gonna play when he done put it in his fucking book? It's in his book.
I don't know nothing about that.
Look at him smiling.
What? I mean, it's in your book and everything, yeah.
I don't know nothing about that. Ask Greg Caden. You believe most of his stories. You know? You do though.
Yeah, Greg Caden said it. I mean, it said it in the book. I got your book, the audio book.
See, he got the whole world fucked up.
But it's in your book. Why are you skipping over this book? The man said it's in your book. You're just gonna skip over that like it ain't in the book. Like, I'm trying to figure this out. Like, damn, Sky, which document? What made Keefe D do this, man? Did he think this was smart? Like, it's in the book.
He got you fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, like that. With this
like I said,
no, this is in your book.
Unsolved is fucking unsolved is fabricated bunch of bullshit. The way he wanted to portray me.
Huh?
You know what I'm saying? I'm sagging khaki pants. Man, I ain't want no khaki pants in fucking junior high school. I was a player, dude.
But here's the thing. I got the audio book. So
yeah.
So it's all in the book. So Von Zip is the one that provided, not you, but somebody that was in a white Cadillac with the gun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Say.
All right. So
say, y'all, I ain't the smartest motherfucker in the world, but admitting to who gave y'all the gun, man, that was the dumbest shit ever, man. But he ain't always, I don't think he ain't always been that dumb. But I'm kind of with y'all when y'all said the shit probably was eating him up or something. I could believe that shit was eating him up, because what else would make him come out and do all this talking? Because you ain't in the clear. And I don't know if he just did that because sometimes some niggas be having an ace in the hole. He probably got some more cases that they want to know about. He probably got some shit to tell them. That's why he said, shit, I ain't tripping about going to jail. Because when I get in there, I'm just going to tell y'all about this other information I got for y'all. Yeah, it was the white caddy. I seen that. I seen that with the white caddy shit, all that. That's true. Let's see what else I had up here, man. I had watched somebody's shit, and it was a good one. I know y'all already seen when the sheriff talking about the shit, but that shit, all that's crazy. $27 years.
AKA Keefe D, for the murder of Tupac Shakur. Davis was arrested this morning by my LVMPD criminal apprehension team. And this investigation started on the night of September 7th, 1996. It is far from over.
They say it's far from over.
It has taken countless hours, really decades, of work by the men and women of our homicide section to get to where we are today. Several of those detectives that are standing here with us, he is now retired. Well, I know there's been many people who did not believe that the murder of Tupac Shakur was important to this police department. I'm here to tell you that was simply not the case. It was not the case back then, and it is not the case today. Our goal at LVMPD has always been to hold those accountable and responsible for Tupac's violent murder accountable, just like we do for every homicide victim in our city. Every single victim, every life that is lost is important and remains a priority to this police department.
Man.
As we methodically built this case to move forward with an arrest.
I got another question right quick. Why would you move back to Vegas where all of this shit happened at? Like that confused me too. Like, why did he go back and stay down there? Like he was trying to make sure he was close when they decided to come get him or something, man.
It was also important that at the same time, we're building towards a successful prosecution. We work closely with our esteemed district attorney, Steve Wolfson, in his office to ensure that is going to happen. Mr. Davis's own words reinvigorated our case in 2018.
Man, I've got choke, no joke.
I'm going to give you some of those details, and I'm going to introduce to you our homicide lieutenant, Jason Johansson, and he will provide you many of the details on how we got here today.
Thank you, everybody, for being our investigation and what led us to the indictment of Dwayne Davis, also known as Keefe D, for the murder of Tupac Shakur. This case has been reviewed by our homicide team and homicide detectives for over 2.5 decades. And ultimately, our persistence in this investigation has paid off. Let me walk you through a timeline of events that as we know them right now.
Man, you know what? Y'all
Prior
know
to
what?
September 7th of 1996, as we all know, Tupac Shakur was a artist who was signed with Death Row Records.
Man, I just thought about something. I just thought this I want to share with y'all right quick. Let me stop sharing that one. Like the dude that the Van Zip dude I said who he feel like didn't pay him the money. I want y'all to check this out. This one right here called The Tupac Murder Through the Eyes of Keefe D. I want y'all to hear this shit right quick.
Puff paid Keefe $2,400 from full circle.
The Von Zip dude plays a very important role in this shit. I believe that's who put the key in Keefe D back, and he was probably lying the whole time, man.
Bad boy records. Everything that will be said next is quoted from Keefe D's interview, and Keefe D, whose real name is Dwayne Davis, is a member of the Southside Compton Crips gang, which was involved in drug dealing. In the early 90s, he got to know a gangster called Eric Von Zip Martin, who was from the East Coast. People in his circle just called him Zip. Actually, it was Zip himself who introduced him to Sean Puffy Combs. Zip and Puffy were very close friends at that time. For Keefe D, Puffy was just a regular guy who was just starting out with his business. However, nowadays he hates him and genuinely regrets ever meeting the guy he calls a bastard. After meeting for the first time, Puffy and Keefe D reconnected with one another after a couple of months regarding renting a car for the artist Usher for the music video Can You Get With It. Puff paid Keefe $2,400 for the car. In the summer of 95, Zip came through the neighborhood and invited Keefe D to a party hosted by Puff.
Do y'all see this Von Zip dude is the fucking nucleus? He's the go-between. You know what I'm saying?
Calling it The Beat Summer Jam. Suge Knight was at the party, and according to Keefe's opinion, Suge was already jealous of Puffy because of how well things were going for him at the time. Suge asked him where.
Hold on, let me stop that right quick. Hold on, I just thought about something. Let me throw this little part in there too. Y'all do know that Puffy and Suge Knight had a little altercation and in Atlanta at the club when what's his name? Robles, Suge Homeboy, when Suge Homeboy got killed and he blamed Puffy for that shit. So it's a lot of stuff that's going on that a lot of people ain't talking about, little inner working shit that even got them to that point. Them niggas was already beefing. They had little sucker beef, man. For real. You hear me, Sweet Baby? Them niggas had little sucker beef and they let that shit spill over into the rappers and shit, bro. And Keefe D and them were just some pawns. Keefe D went out to, Keefe D claimed him and Suge had the same boss. And we all know if he's saying that, he's talking about Harry O. I guess he's trying to really claim he was getting his work from Harry O and Suge was doing the music part. He keep trying to put himself on a level with all these niggas. That's why I kept on saying, he talking about everybody should be quiet, but it's almost like Keefe D, you want to be famous, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you really look at the shit, I think he feel like this is his way to get famous. You know what I'm saying? As crazy as it sounds. And then his book came out. I guess he was trying to figure out how to get some money out this shit. And they probably say, man, my book out. I'm finna try to eat off this shit, man. Trying to make a name for himself. He wanted to go down and be famous, known as the nigga who killed Tupac. Like, that's the name he wanted.
He knows them from. And he said, just like everyone else, from drug dealing. After that, the most epic Source Awards event took place. From drug dealing. After that,
watch this when they asked. This is in his book.
Where he knows them from.
This is in his book. When Suge asked him where he knew the dude from, that nigga answer was drug dealing.
And he said, just like everyone else, from drug dealing. After that, the most epic Source Awards event took place. Suge said,
any artist out there want to be an artist and want to stay a star, don't want to have to worry about the executive producer trying to be all in the videos, all on the record, dancing. Come to Death Row.
These words completely destroyed the friendly relationship between Bad Boy Records and Death Row Records. However, the most intense shit happened on the 23rd of September, 1995, at a party in Atlanta between the two enemy labels. Suge Knight confronted Puff Daddy and used physical power against
Keith Murray say?
Keith Murray said that Puff received a powerful slap from Suge.
And then Suge was like, yo, you all right? And Puffy was there. Then all of a sudden I saw Suge. Pow! Smack the dog out of Puffy.
And here is Reggie.
See what I'm saying? Like, bro, you out here slapping people and shit. Suge tripping, man.
Wright Jr. saying that it wasn't that dramatic.
But he did grab him by his collar and was blaming Puffy that night.
And anyway, this fight led to the murder of Suge Knight's close friend, Big Jake.
He was a good friend of him. He was a very good friend. You see them together often. And I think Suge trusted him a lot.
It's difficult to say who committed the murder. However, at the time, the entire mass media said that it was someone from Bad Boy Records' side. After this event, Puff called Zep, who asked him to put Keefe D on the line, and then told him, your boy, Big CEO, he's tripping.
True. Y'all know what this shit sound like to me. This sound like,
said
like Keefe D being like an opportunist, bro. Like he putting himself in the middle of the shit that he didn't have to put himself in the middle of just because he had access to Puffy, he felt like. So he was trying to figure out, damn, how can I eat off these niggas? How can I get some money out of these niggas? That's what he was thinking. I know he probably had money at the time, but he wanted some more money, shit.
Hotel room right next to his suite.
And I'm scared of the big boy. I mean, you know, he didn't say it in that type of words, but we went to the concert. It was in San Diego, and this nigga had fucking Navy SEALs in the next room. They looking like the FBI with earpieces and everything.
Then there was the meeting between Zip and Puff at a strip club. They were later joined by Keefe D himself. From there was the proposal that he would receive $1 million for the murder of Suge and Pac.
Even if he wasn't serious about it, he did say that wrong.
It was floating in there. I'll just say that.
I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I think Keefe D don't want to admit that he did that shit on a whim, man. He don't want to admit that he just did some shit just to be doing it. For real. And I don't even think nobody told him to go do shit. I don't even think nobody told that nigga to go do that shit, bro. He was just out there seeing an opportunity. He felt like he found the way he could get a little come up and shit. I think that's why he did that. For $1 million. Then you think you're gonna get paid. Nigga, if Puffy pay you the way you talking, you will never get paid, nigga, the way you talking, because if Puffy pay you, nigga, Puffy going down. If he ever pay you, nigga, he's accessory. Nigga, he going down. But all this shit is crazy, bro. Like, them niggas was having their own little problems. Like Tupac talking about he had sex with Faith and all this shit. Bro, all of these rappers and all of this shit, these niggas be getting killed when it all boils down, bro. It be about a brawl, bro. It be some weak niggas that came into some money and everybody started thinking that they more special than everybody else when they started getting some money. And that's why the murders come from, because everybody, this shit is so crazy. All these niggas, all them be fucking the same brawls, bro, in the industry. What the nigga say, Snoop say back in the day, every other city I go, every other video. Niggas, everywhere I go, I see the same hoes. These niggas, they don't have enough sense to realize if I'm a smart nigga, I'm not gonna fall for that shit these niggas falling for. I'm gonna be wiser than that. I'm gonna get my own broad. Nah, they want to do. It's like niggas got a fucked up ego about themselves. They be wanting to fuck with the same girls that niggas they don't like or niggas they feel like got money or whatever. It's some weirdo shit, you ask me, man. I understand everybody got the right to fuck with who they want to fuck with. You know what I'm saying? Sweet babe, I see you popped up in here, man. I know you always got a little insight. You probably could help me out on something. I'm gonna drop the link in there. Like, I'm trying to find out what made this nigga feel like now was the time. Was it the money? Was it because he didn't get paid yet? Was it because he got sick, like y'all was saying? Or is it because he ain't tripping because he got some other cases that he can get some profits for? He feel like it's a way, he feel like he got another what they call it, ace in the hole, or he got another get out of jail free card or something, because he ain't no young nigga, man. Shit, he can't go do no 20, 30 years. I don't think, I could be wrong, just to get more money, just to make that book sell. He got caught up in trying to promote his book, Sharonda. Sharonda. The nigga got caught up trying to promote that book, Sharonda. That's what happened. And this should be crazy because a lot of these guys, man, motherfuckers used to look up to these niggas, man. And damn, he's 60. Damn, but watch this. Like I was saying, I tell y'all a lot of times, man, I was so-called fucking with the music industry, man, back in the 90s and shit. And I used to be in Cali all the time. I'm talking about, I used to be in all kind of little hole in the walls, all kind of shit. Nigga, I done been in and had like beautiful experiences. And shit, we done been pressed on and pushed up on like a motherfucker out that way and shit. But, you know, luckily, when we run across motherfuckers who knew that, you know, we wasn't from around there, we was on some music shit. And, you know, some shit I'm going to say, I'm on some real shit about Cali. And I noticed, like, Suge had the Rampart Division type ass cops working for him, right? Suge had the police around him. Puffy had the police around him. A lot of them niggas in the industry, they be having the police right around them. And I'm trying to figure out, so how in the fuck do y'all be getting away with shit if the police right there with y'all, if they not involved with the shit? But I said that to say this. When the little shooting happened, and we was at Echo Park at the studio, I forgot the white dude. He was a white boy, but he was in the Forenza 13. I want to say, I don't think it was White Fence. I forgot the actual gang. I don't want to get it wrong, but I know he was in the Mexican gang, and I didn't realize out there in Echo Park, nigga, I'm from Dallas, so I didn't know all the politics. I didn't realize we was in a racial area. I didn't realize they didn't like blacks out there and shit. But after the shit had happened, and we went to jail, and they let everybody out or whatever, when we went back to the hotel, we were staying at the Madrian Hotel. When we got back to the hotel, when we got to the corner of the hotel before we got to make the left, it was like old boy was just talking about Puffy had them niggas with them earpieces and the suits on and shit. They was in the hallway. Nigga, one of them gave my homeboy a card. Dude, he was my manager at the time, Smooth D. They gave him one of the dudes in the suit gave him a card when we walked past them. He was like, "Hey man, we know what y'all down here doing. We know y'all out here doing music and shit." But the nigga was like he was a police officer, but he was off duty doing his second job, I guess, looking out for rappers and all this shit. Nigga told us, if y'all gonna be doing business in this city, you gonna need an officer to be with you and escort and go around. I was like, damn, that's crazy, man. I said, I guess that's how they do it, man. Yeah, F-13, yeah. And that shit crazy, man. This guy said he want to be young again. On the Rampart. Yeah, okay, but man, I'm finna tell you his name, the dude that did the little shooting, man. He was a white boy, Keefe. Damn. I'm finna get you his name right quick. Nigga, all of us was there. Daz, Corrupt, shit. Like I say, what's the homie? Big C Style. It was a lot. It was a bunch of people there that night that was affiliated with Death Row. I didn't even know. My partner told me Whack 100 was there. Nigga, I didn't even remember Whack from then. That nigga told me Whack 100 was there that night, and that shit fucked me up. That nigga say Pooh Black Security. Shut up, girl. Hold on. His name was McVeigh or some shit. I'm finna watch this. I'm finna tell you, I'm pulling it up now, Sharonda. It was on Logan Street. And goddamn me, Drake Madison. That was Big Draw's name, Drake Madison. That's who got killed. They said it was not gang related, but had other details immediately after of the business. Man, what's the dude name they got? Man, what's the dude that got the case, man? He was a white, he was racist. He didn't like black people. Damn, man, I can't think of this dude's name, man. It was McGee, Timothy McGee. I'm finna give it to you right quick. McAvee, nah, it was Timothy McGee. Yeah. So you keep you got me. Nah, so you watch this. It was in Atwater Village, Sharonda. You got me started talking about Echo Park, Echo Heights. It was in Atwater Village, nigga. The name of the studio was Echo Sound. Yeah. Not Greg. His name was Timothy. His name was Timothy Joseph McGee. This the dude right here, man. That shot the studio up. That's the one who killed Big U little brother that night. Timothy Joseph McGee. He was a member of the Atwater Village neighborhood from Los Angeles, man. He was a gang member from Atwater Village. Nah, I said, I'm saying Echo Heights. And when you said Echo Park, I said, hell, I had it wrong. And then you tried to help me, but we still had it wrong. But I ain't gonna lie, I done had to get corrected on that. Like that's my second or third time getting corrected. I be saying it wrong. But yeah, it was in Echo Park. Tunaville, Rockford 13 gang, man. That's where he was from, Tunaville. Yeah, I had it wrong. We got it right now, though, Sharonda. And say he's alleged to be responsible for, watch this, the nigga who shot the studio up on us that night when they got killed. Watch this, Sharonda. The guy who I'm talking about, Timothy Joseph McGee, nigga, they say he is alleged to be responsible for at least 12 homicides between 1997 to 2001, 3 which led to conviction. McGee is also suspected in at least 10 attempted murders and 4 which led to conviction. Man, this dude was a serial killer, man. That's the dude, man. This dude was a serial killer. See, he tried to kill all of us. The nigga had a minute 14. He was letting that thing go. Yeah, man. And I had never really just looked all this shit up, but Sharonda, you made me look it up, Sharonda. Yeah, that's him, Timothy McGee. So I wanted to make sure I had it right. And damn, this man was a serial killer. Shit, we on the cool shit. We lucky he didn't get in because he was trying to get up in the studio, but Daz and my homeboy, they had pushed the soda machine in front of the door, so he couldn't get up in there.
It's me. It's me. Hey.
I see. I'll make sure it wasn't that one of them damn fools.
For real, because I'll be mad at that motherfucking night.
Man,
but
say,
it puzzles me.
Sharonda made me look this dude up. It done blew my mind, man.
It puzzled me. Why would this dude, he already plea bargained and got a deal. Why would you?
No, he didn't get the deal for that case, though. He didn't get the deal for that. He got the deal for trying to tell them that Puffy had something to do with the Biggie murder. That's what he got. He was trying to put the Biggie murder on Puffy and them, and he was trying to put it on Reggie White and them. That's what he got the profit for.
Let me ask you this. So let me ask you this. Is Reggie White a lawman?
He used to be a lawman.
Okay.
Yeah, he used to be a law, but from what I'm picking up, shit, okay, when I was telling them about when I went down there and I had done a little business with them with the Death Row guys or whatever, that's who was running Death Row at the time. From what I seen, it was Keefe Rock and Reggie. They had just came from out of town when we met up with them, and Reggie kind of okayed them to come do the business with us or whatever. So that was kind of weird to me, but I guess, you know, that's how they do it. They have their businesses and they have the real police around for, I guess, you know, protection or, you know, because they got a bad, they can keep a gun. But that's weird to me because Reggie, he went to the feds for the weed, right? He was sending weed to Memphis. And everybody was like, damn, who was he sending weed to Memphis to?
At the time he was a lawman?
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think he had stopped being a law. I don't know if he retired or what, but he was sending weed to Memphis. And the rumor was he was sending weed to Young Dolph. That shit had been talked about. Even he done spoke on this shit before on his show. So I'm like, damn, these niggas be like, we be thinking they just ex-police officer, like he on the up and up. But it's too much
Yeah,
shit with
he
that
was
don't
one
add
of
up.
them grimy. He was one of them grimy ass lawmen.
Yeah,
but who was he affiliated with at the time?
Suge. He was working for Suge. No, they knew each other since they was kids.
Okay,
he had his the right way security. He had like like Pooh Black be saying, he had his little team of officers and they did security work. So shit, Suge said he had the gangsters doing this the street shit, but a lot of them niggas were felons, couldn't carry guns and shit. So he got the idea to bring the police security in to kind of balance the shit out.
You talking about after the fight?
No, period. They was already hired. But see, you brought Reggie up, but Reggie White told everybody not to carry no guns because they had to get like a special permit in Vegas. And he told all the Tupac and them bodyguards and shit not to carry no guns. And I was like, what? That's weird in the motherfucker.
And so
But look,
allegedly,
watch this though. This is something a lot of people don't know. I seen it on dude was reading the police report from the girls when old boy saying that they shot some car up and the girls was trying to follow them, so he shot the window, all that. So a lot of people don't know them girls did a U-turn and went back to the laws and gave a statement. They told them what they seen, and the girls said they passed Tupac and Suge up on the strip downtown, pulled over by the police. So if you ask me, I feel like the police was searching their car to make sure they didn't have no gun, to make sure they couldn't shoot back. Because right after the police pulled them over, they hit the strip, go down the strip, hit Flamingo. Now all of a sudden y'all getting shot at. Like, come on, man.
and then so y'all already knowing that y'all popular, y'all hot, you know what I'm saying? Y'all go down the main strip instead of going the back way, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? So, and also they went to Suge's house after the fight. So I don't know, man. I don't know.
That was
It
kind of
could be
crazy, but you had just came on. I was trying to explain to people like where they was at. They was coming from. I think they had went to change clothes, but Pac and Suge, but where the MGM where they was at going to Flamingo from Las Vegas Strip. Old boy and them, Keefe D and them was living in the hotel, the carriage house right behind that. It's like the MGM, then the MGM signature, and the carriage house like sit almost in the middle of that shit back there. So I don't think they knew them niggas was staying so close, and everybody keep trying to act like that's what kicked everything off. No, Tupac and Suge and them was reacting to the shit that happened at the mall earlier that day. That's why when they seen Orlando, they just went ahead and took off like that. They just didn't see that nigga in the side.
But fast forward. He spoke to them about he gave a statement on the Biggie issue. But what convinced him to go ahead and confess that I have some affiliation with?
It had to be because the book was coming out, and he felt like he covered himself when he told him that his nephew did it. He felt like, okay, I'm gonna tell them that a dead person did it, so they're gonna be looking at that, and they just gonna leave it alone. But
So nigga, you don't know the penal code in Las Vegas. Any affiliation of a crime that you was involved with and you placed yourself there.
Your accessory.
Right.
See, well, that's what he should have said. He should have said, yeah, I was in the car. Man, I don't know where they got that gun from.
He shouldn't have said a mammy fucking thing.
True. But he was trying to, I guess it's almost like he found out that he could snake his way out of jail. He felt like he had made some officer friends. He thought Greg Cade and them, all them was his buddies. Like most niggas who be doing all that with the police, they feel like they special to them people. They don't realize them people don't like a snitch either. Everybody he been talking to and telling shit, these people love Tupac. They really amazed that you're doing all this talking. See, when people wanted to talk, people didn't just start interviewing this nigga.
Let me tell you, I don't place myself in this situation.
Look, when he
I don't place myself in this situation.
Nah, that was dumb of him. But see, he want to be known as one of the niggas, the last surviving nigga with Tupac that was involved in the Tupac murder. Basically, on the cool, I think the police is finna say Nigga, your nephew didn't shoot Tupac. You shot Tupac because Van Zip gave you the gun to shoot him, nigga. And you lied and said you was on the opposite side of the car. The girl
So
said,
who
nah,
is Van Zip?
that's the nigga from New York. Hold on, let me go back and play it again for you. You
Yeah,
wasn't on
because I heard them say Zip. Like, see, I was just graduating out of high school, so I really was just shocked.
Right, I got you. Hold on. Oh, look, I'm finna catch you up right quick on this shit. That's what we were just talking. I kept telling him, he kept on talking about
I was on the inside listening to Blue. It's my friend mama birthday,
this
so we
Zip dude. I trying to explain to them why that was so important.
After all,
so
according to
he
the
said,
words
I
of the
don't know nothing
protagonist of
about
our
that
video,
dude.
Tupac's murder is also partly because of the founder of Bad Boy
Dude, he
Records.
dead now.
Everything that will be said next is quoted from Keefe D's interview and autobiography.
See, they get it out of
Generally
his book.
speaking, Keefe D, whose real name is Dwayne Davis, is a member of the Southside Compton Crips gang, which was involved in drug dealing. In the early 90s, he got to know a gangster called Eric Von Zip Martin, who was from the East Coast. People in his circle just called him Zip.
That's
Actually,
Puffy, homeboy.
it was Zip himself who introduced him to Sean Puffy Combs. Zip and Puffy were very close friends at that time. For Keefe D, Puffy was just a regular guy who was just starting out with his business. However, nowadays he hates him and genuinely regrets ever meeting the guy he calls a bastard. After meeting for the first time, Puffy and Keefe D reconnected with one another after a couple of months regarding renting a car for the artist Usher for the music video Can You Get With It? Puff paid
He done
Keefe
told them people everything.
$2,400 for the car. In the summer of 95, Zip came through the neighborhood and invited Keefe D to a party hosted by Puff, calling it the Beat Summer Jam. Suge Knight was at the party. And according to Keefe's opinion,
Nigga,
Suge
how
was
you know
already
all
jealous
that?
of
Talking about he
Puffy
was
because of
jealous.
how
He
well
wasn't
things were
jealous of that nigga. You'd have made that shit up.
After that, the most epic Source Awards event took place.
Like they showing you, they walking you through like to where we at now with this shit. But this was funny about it though. Oh boy, the Zip dude, he telling you that Puffy gonna pay $1 million to get Tupac killed. He probably wanted Tupac killed himself. Puffy probably ain't told him nothing. He just realized whatever the street business they had going on, and he realized the Keefe D nigga probably trying to tell them, man, we on some gangsters, we can protect you. You know how
So Zip was a bodyguard or just affiliation to Puffy?
he was a street nigga. I think he was a hustler. Oh man, what's that?
But my thing is, what are you? Why are you gonna say my nephew was? I know it. Like you place yourself at the crime in the book, online, verbally. Like why, nigga?
Whoever
You
publishing the
ain't
book
safe
told
inside
him don't
that
do this.
penitentiary, and you ain't safe out here on these streets. Like why?
Why would you move back to Vegas? I mean, I think he was in Henderson, which that's damn near Vegas, but why would you move back down there any motherfucking way, knowing you had did and said all this? And then he even told him when he told on the shit with Puffy to get the profit deal, he got out of jail and him and the fucking FBI flew to New York together trying to get niggas caught up. So he admitted to all of this shit. So that make me wonder what else you was doing, nigga? Because his name started getting a little dirty around California, around his side, the South Side. And people start saying a little funny shit about him. You know, him and Reggie White be beefing. Reggie be telling everything. You know, the police be knowing every motherfucking thing on everybody.
So let me ask you this. What is the history on Nas and Tupac? I like Nas. What's the
Cool. From what I know,
backstory?
all them niggas was cool. But I guess when he went off on New York, he went off on everybody, like all of the top niggas or whatever. But I'm finna tell you this. This is who they leaving out the picture. that y'all need to pay attention to with the Zip nigga and all that shit. You know who they leaving out the picture they not mentioning was involved with getting into it with Puffy at the same time. Don't you remember back this at the same time the shooting happened at the club with Jennifer Lopez and the dude threw the money in Puffy face?
I don't.
Okay, you remember that when the Shine dude went to jail? See, all this happened before.
All I knew,
guess who it was he was getting
I
into it
was
with though.
graduating and like I was a fan.
Okay.
You know, I liked the Tupac. He was hot. There's just like three.
Well,
I didn't
I'm
know the
giving you some game.
backstory.
Look, I'm giving you some game. This happened, but with them, I can't say for sure with the Southside niggas, but they was connected. But I knew they was hustling too. Keefe D was hustling, and drugs is being involved. But BMF, Big Meech, them niggas was in the middle of a lot of this shit, a lot of club situations. You notice when they said about what happened in Atlanta when Suge Knight homeboy got killed at the club. The same dude who they was saying supposed to have killed Suge homeboy, Big Meech killed him, Puffy homeboy Wolf, at the club in Atlanta. I ain't gonna say it was the same club.
Let me ask you this. So Big Meech is a Crip. So the nigga that killed the dude you just said, is he a blood?
Too.
So he a Crip too.
Yeah.
Ooh, man, this too motherfucking deep for me. This deeper than this. God damn. And nigga gonna place himself. Man, no way.
I don't. And then people saying, well, he died, he got cancer, he probably don't care, but he still want to be free. Who want to be in jail with fucking cancer?
You ain't getting paid. You ain't getting compensated to say I'm the killer. Like, what you getting compensated for?
He want that book to be the #1 seller.
Guess what? Tupac estates is going up right now. His people is getting paid right now.
What he did when he was doing. That's why in my reaction video I said I thought self-snitching was some young nigga shit because
man, these niggas been snitching a long time ago.
Shoot up some shit and they write a song about it. Basically, you did the same thing, Keefe D. You did some shit and you went and wrote a book about it. You're supposed to at least go get immunity for it. You go tell these people that this is not a real story, this is entertainment or whatever you got.
You supposed to shut your motherfucking mouth. You supposed to go to the grave with that shit.
They should advise him, hey, bro, don't do this. But you know what I think? I think that's how the FBI set him up. They had somebody to come to him and tell him, hey, bro, we got these people give you $1 million or 500,000 or whatever they give him some money to write a book about what happened. Because he had already told the laws a little bit of it, but that's not why he got the deal though. Now this shit right here
what information, what concrete without a reasonable doubt that Las Vegas DEA can have to incriminate them, because I can't say that they don't have in order to get an indictment, to pick you up at a search warrant, this, that, and the third. What concrete evidence they have other than a confession?
His book. And when he put himself at the scene, when you said you was there and the dude gave you the gun, and now this gun get used to kill somebody, and you still in the car, you involved with the murder.
And then you say, I don't know. And then you say on the live, I don't know where the gun came. I don't know where the gun came from.
Didn't
he say that?
He should have.
He shouldn't have said a minute fucking thing. He did his time. He you know, he done bought his way for less of time. He should have shut the fuck up.
Man,
I mean, because you're not getting, because you're not safe in that penitentiary. It's niggas that been doing time 26 years and plus that are Crips, Tupac fans, and everything.
And you know, I seen Vlad on Bone First. he dropped the video and he said, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, they done contacted me about Keefe D and the videos and all this. Vlad said he told them people, he got his lawyer and said he not never cooperating with the police on nobody that came on his channel. He ain't never did, he never will. I said, I'm glad I heard Vlad say that. So they let me know they be lying on that dude.
He can say that, but that's still not gonna stop them for serving you know, indictments
They
or
think he got
like
they think he got like some other tapes, like some stuff that he probably cut out or some stuff they could use, because they can use the stuff that he got on the internet. They thinking he had some other shit, but like he said, man, I be using all of the video here. I might take out a couple of cuss words.
you can you using all the videos, but also this motherfucking nigga done wrote in a book in black and white. My book.
Yeah.
Sign at the end, like, you know, and then you done said it. So, place yourself at the scene, wrote it, talked about it.
Damn, I
So
see
I don't know, man.
I remember man, it was like a year or two ago, and Reggie White and a bunch of people was telling him that he gonna end up getting arrested for it. Man, I found it right here. Like, watch this. It was a year ago. This shit is too funny. I'm glad I seen this shit. Keefe D, you a wild boy. So they say this is his response when they told him that he was gonna be arrested for the Tupac murder. Man, where'd it go? Okay. Oh, there you go. This crazy.
Junior, he did an interview, and he asked you, man. I know you've been hearing the rumors that's been going around. So Reggie Wright Jr., he did an interview.
Unless he the U.S. fucking attorney or something.
That nigga was cocky with it, huh?
I don't know. This dude that obsessed with me. What the
He
fuck?
broke.
You know what I'm saying? I know said I wasn't gonna ever bring his name up again. He did that bullshit phone call, you know what I'm saying? With that like a tap line or something. This is recorded. And he didn't let me hear the shit. I should sue him and that fucking RJ Bonds. That dude obsessed with me. He act like he want to give me some head or something. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with him. You need to leave me the fuck alone. That back in when I got out of the federal prison, I seen this dude at a grocery store. This man don't know me from a man in the moon. He act like he my fucking friend. This dude ain't my fucking friend. I walked up to him and said, "Man, you know who the fuck I am?" He's like, "Nah." I said, "Man, I'm Keefe D." He's like, "Oh shit." Then I was sitting in the parking lot waiting on him to come out. He pulled out of this little gray BMW. That mother was scared to death. That mother don't know me. I've never been your friend or nothing. But I know of you, motherfucker, because your daddy the fucking police. And
he got shit too.
I'm tired of him. You know what I'm saying? He bringing up he's stroking me or something. I don't know what the fuck
you mean
is wrong
leave
with
you
him.
alone?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he like, I guess I got a free interview. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? Yeah, that was some bullshit. They called me 12 at night. You know what I'm saying? Called me on golf guard. Keep you smoking. No, bitch. You smoking, motherfucker. You and your daddy. Back when I used to live over there in their neighborhood, this dude had to be in fucking eighth, ninth grade.
Man, this nigga, he got some. He could be having some shit to say.
That motherfucker used to be. I had a cardboard box on this little driveway off of Brad Stock. Nigga used to be doing break dancing and shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, fucking man, leave me the fuck alone, dude. Little fat motherfucker. Unless you the U.S. attorney, I don't know what the fuck going on.
They say he said
I'm tired of investing in him. to the next thing, bro.
Right, but I want to backtrack, man, because you just made a comment and you
motherfucker.
said that if you get arrested, Reggie Wright Jr. needs to be arrested. What you mean by that? Go into detail about that.
He need to be handcuffed to me. All the dirty shit he done did.
That nigga said if I get arrested, Reggie White need to be handcuffed to me. Boy, that nigga saying a whole lot, man. He's saying a whole lot. I'm like, I think the shit, it probably was eating at his motherfucking heart, digging in his chest, made him say, you know what? Man, I gotta say something about this shit before I die. I can't take this to my grave. I don't know.
But what are you reaping from bragging and boasting and confessing and writing a book about it? What? Because Tupac's numbers and the state is going up right now.
Yeah.
You feel me? And your ass is locked up. Your ass is locked up behind that cold ass iron. And guess what? Vegas want to get paid.
I guess the dumbass nigga just wanted to be popular. He wanted to be known for being involved with the Tupac murder. He was trying to profit off of it. And then the cold part about it, nigga, if you did get a profit agreement from that, nigga, the profit is only good for that day. You know, you can't go and make no motherfucking interviews and write no book about the shit, nigga, because you add new information, new evidence, they could charge you again. I don't know what was it. I guess he don't know the law or something. I don't know, man. I don't know what made him do this shit, but this was
I don't know. Nigga done got old, weak, and like I say, we think snitching is something brand new. These niggas been snitching a long time ago, but it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't this. This
used to
internet. It wasn't no cameras. It wasn't no social media. It was by mouth.
But they stopped killing niggas shit. So now it's just
Nigga, you not safe in that motherfucking and what is it called? Same one. So what's the name of the penitentiary down there?
Which one in California?
Oh, Vegas is not in California, but goddamn, I mean, like shit, like you not safe down
there. In Vegas, I forgot. Damn.
Yeah, Vegas is in Nevada. We always think Vegas is in California, but like nigga, you not safe no motherfucking well.
But shit, Vegas is baby California now, cause shit, everybody from California moving out there.
And you know what? 9 I was just graduating, but I had no idea of. I thought it was maybe, Suge Knight is gonna be like, conspiracy, hearsay, this and the third one. So when this guy came up, I kind of like been watching videos and kind of like, doing my homework on it.
I got a conspiracy for you. Why? I heard today that Suge Knight was supposed to get a time reduction and he'll be coming home soon. I wonder if that's true because the story that dude was telling, he said before they first shot, he said Suge looked at him and Suge locked eyes. So watch this. If you and Suge locked eyes before he got shot, Suge, if you was somebody put a gun on y'all in the car, who you gonna be looking at? The person that don't have the gun, or you gonna be looking at the person with the gun in their hand?
I don't know if he was inside the car or he was outside, because they was saying that he was outside hanging outside the car. But,
he was talking Tupac was hanging out the roof, the sunroof of the car.
Right. So
but dude,
I think he was sitting down.
But watch this though. If they was on Tupac's side, Reggie driving, they pulled up on him. He said him and Suge locked eyes. So to me,
so you say Reggie was driving next to Tupac? Was in the driver's seat?
Not Reggie. Keefe D.
Who?
Keefe D.
Was in the car with Tupac?
Yeah. No. He was on the car beside them when they shot to the car, Tupac and Suge the car up.
Right. He said they locked eyes.
He said him and
so he was hanging out the car, because he said he was hanging out the car. Like, hey,
No, that was before. He said that's how they seen where they was at. He noticed Tupac was hanging out the car, whoop de whoop. But by the time they got up on them, Tupac had sat down. He was sitting down, and they was at the light waiting. So I said that to say this. If I turn around and I see a nigga that don't have a gun and I see a nigga that do got a gun, the nigga I'm gonna lock eyes with is the one that got the gun. So when he said him and Suge locked eyes, then he seen a bullet go in Suge's head, he thought he was dead. Nigga, you making it sound like you are the shooter and you don't even know it.
Right, and then also a nigga can be part of a hit, and like nigga, you may get hit, you may not get hit in the process of this going on. So it man, it look fire either way it go, man. It
Yeah,
just look fire. You never know.
yeah, true.
You never know.
When I say,
You
man,
never
I'm
know.
I'm
But
sitting
what
up
was
here just
worth
thinking
it?
about this shit. I said,
What was worth it?
I said, I need to give
What
me
was
a couple of
worth
little
it?
watch hours in.
What what was beneficial though?
Nothing.
Right.
Nothing. He made himself famous. See, watch this. A lot of people, they'll be like Tupac, he ain't no real gangster, so he shouldn't be famous. I'm a real gangster, so I should be famous. Like a lot of them, it'd be like some jealousy shit. Like I'm tougher than Tupac. I was with the niggas that killed him, so I'm supposed to be talked about around the world. I need to be revered, and you need to sit your little pumpkin Fred Flintstone looking ass down somewhere because you done fucked up.
So let me ask you this: what's the history about Pac supposed to be allegedly raping somebody, and that's the reason why when he got locked up, that Biggie didn't want to support him.
Nah, Biggie told him not to go hang with the dude that he went to jail with, which was Haitian Jack now. Pac wasn't even in the room when the girl got raped. He got charged because he left out the room and the dude that was with him raped her. Them niggas didn't get charged. They pleaded out whatever, whoop de whoop. For
So
some
Pac got
reason,
charged.
yeah, he the only one got charged. He the only one that went to jail
Okay,
for it.
did they have
He
evidence?
felt like the New York dudes had set him up. That was
What that was
before he
like
got
in
shot.
99495?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Ooh, see,
Yeah,
I was going from the city to the country to finish school.
right. But that shit,
I don't.
but that shit's so crazy though. Like a lot of times, a lot of these niggas be talented and they have all these people around them trying to eat off of them, and they be putting them in fucked up situations, man, for real. Cause not Biggie, Suge let his ego keep him from just doing straight business. He didn't have to get in all them beefs and do all that bullshit. It be that, oh, I'm too tough, ego ass shit. And that's what be fucking up a lot of business.
But you would think for Tupac being a revolutionary, he would have been
He
smarter
ended up
than that
dropping
because
all of that.
he was
And the
like
name is like
28 years
that
old.
at that time. Shit, he was still with the revolutionary shit, but he had got
He was
it.
outside
The
with the
gang
hood
culture
and
took
the
over.
gangster.
He got in fucking LA and this shit took him over. Like he wasn't even speaking the revolutionary talk as much as he used to. He started switching over more to like a gang member.
Cause he
Thug
done
life.
had no fuck with he with Death Row Records and shit.
Yeah. Yeah, they
So
switched him up. And I think
have you heard
his stepfather said they talked about that and he was trying to, he wanted to switch up to the other shit, but
so have
like a
you
lot of
heard Snoop respond to any of this?
no, not really shit. I think Snoop and them, they been knowing though. Everybody, a lot of them people, they been knowing what happened.
I asked my dude, I was like, they arrested Keefe and he supposed to kill and he gonna scratch his head gonna talk about he ain't the one that killed Tupac. I was like, so who killed him? I don't know. I just walked out the room and started laughing. I thought you ain't gonna say nothing to me because I'll be on YouTube and I'll be,
Right.
I'll be saying this, that happened,
He
and
just
as
said shit.
far
He
as
ain't got no answer here. He don't know
yeah,
shit. He just saying.
he scratched his head and looked at me like,
See, but they
baby.
looking at a lot of people looking at Keefe D like now, the older chubby dude. They got to remember this was 27 years ago. He looked at way younger. He was totally different. All of them. But you know what's
Yeah,
weird
them
about it?
niggas was like
Everybody involved. Look,
2, 3, and 400 pounds, 6'5", 6'6".
yeah,
You know,
most of the people involved is dead on their side, on Puffy and them side, on everybody fucking side. A bunch of people dead that's involved with this shit.
I got money on my head. I don't know, man.
I
I
don't
don't
know
know.
either, man. I had said I was gonna come on here and give me about an hour, man. It's an hour 15. I'm
Yeah.
gonna get up out of here, man. But I'm gonna tap in
Hey,
tomorrow. We'll
it's
go
all
live
good.
again.
I was just like, just like stunned because I'm like, who is this dude? And then I asked my dude, and he's like 10 years younger than me. So, he probably was more than, but I'm like,
Right.
what?
No, but
So I'm just looking and
I've been knowing
listening and
about
paying
this shit
attention.
for a long time. The story about him, it been on YouTube for
And I wish my
years.
brother was living because he's from the Bay Area, and he also was back and forth from Texas to to Cali and shit like that.
Yeah.
And so, he 40 and Dr. Dre and so he probably knew a lot of history too, but it was just the two of us, so he ain't never really
That shit
elaborated.
crazy. Like, I'm finna watch. I'm finna go and do me some more research, and when I go live tomorrow, we gonna talk about it a little more.
I really just post some videos. All you can do is educate yourself, pay attention, be aware, and you can't just come out and say, oh, this person did this or I did this or I was there and I seen this. You gotta shut the fuck up. If you wasn't there, you ain't pull the trigger, shut the fuck up.
True. All right, sweet man. I'm gonna fuck with y'all tomorrow.
All right, salute to everybody in the chat. Have a good one.
All right.